Right now, somewhere on your phone, there is something you found funny enough to send to someone else. Maybe it was a clip of a streamer losing it while trying to keep a straight face. Maybe it was a song that just kept telling you that you are good enough over and over until it became a joke. Maybe it was a single image, a specific face, one that perfectly captured a feeling you could not put into words even if you tried. Then you sent it and they got it immediately. No explanation needed. That moment of instant shared recognition feels like something only the internet could have created. It feels modern. It feels new. But it is approximately 40,000 years old. The real answer to whether ancient humans had memes is far stranger than you think, because the question is not really about the internet. It is about what your brain is doing when it sees something, recognizes it, copies it, and passes it on. And your brain has been doing that since before your species could write a single word. Let us start with a definition, not the internet definition, the original one. In 1976, biologist Richard Dawkins published a book called The Selfish Gene. In it, almost as a footnote, he introduced a word. He needed a term for the cultural equivalent of a gene, something that replicates, spreads, and evolves as it passes from mind to mind. He called it a meme, from the Greek mimeme, meaning something imitated. Dawkins was not talking about a picture of a cat with impact font. He was talking about any idea, behavior, or style that spreads through a population by imitation. A melody, a fashion, a hand gesture, a way of building a roof, a joke that everyone in a village knows. By that definition, memes are not a product of the internet. They are a product of having a human brain. And here's where it gets strange, because when you go back far enough, you find something that should not be possible. Go back 40,000 years. Europe, Africa, Asia, scattered groups of early humans living in complete isolation from each other. No shared language, no trade routes, no contact of any kind. And yet, when archaeologists began mapping the cave art left behind by these separate groups, they found something that stopped them cold. The same images over and over again across thousands of miles. The same hand stencils, the same geometric patterns, the same way of drawing a horse, a bison, a mammoth. The same abstract symbols that researchers now call geometric signs, appearing in caves from Spain to Indonesia, separated by tens of thousands of years and entire oceans. Palaeographer Genevieve von Petzinger at the University of Victoria spent years cataloging these symbols across 52 cave sites in Europe alone. She identified 32 distinct geometric signs that appear repeatedly across the entire continent, across different cultures, across different time periods. 32 signs, used again and again, copied, repeated, and spread. If that is not a meme, it is something so close to one that the difference barely matters. But why? Why would isolated groups of humans independently converge on the same visual language? The answer lies deeper than culture. It lies in the architecture of your brain. Cognitive scientist Merlin Donald at Queen's University proposed that before humans developed language, we passed through a stage he called mimetic culture, a period of human cognition built entirely on imitation and physical reenactment. Your ancestors could not yet string complex sentences together, but they could watch someone do something, copy it precisely, repeat it, and teach it to others. Mimesis was the original social media. See something, copy it, then pass it on. And it turns out the human brain is extraordinarily, almost frighteningly good at this. Neuroscientist Vittorio Galesi at the University of Parma was part of the team that discovered mirror neurons in the early 1990s. These are brain cells that fire both when you perform an action and when you watch someone else perform the same action. Your brain does not cleanly distinguish between doing and observing. When you watch someone pick up a cup, the same neural circuits activate as if you were picking up the cup yourself. This is why imitation feels effortless. Your brain is wired to copy. And when something gets copied enough times, when it gets passed from person to person and survives the journey with its core recognizable, it becomes something more than a single image or a single behavior. It becomes a shared reference, a piece of common mental furniture that a whole group carries around. That is what the hand stencils in the caves were. Not just art, not just decoration, but shared references, a visual vocabulary that everyone in the group recognized. Think about what a hand stencil actually is. You press your hand against the wall, you blow pigment around it, and you leave a mark that says, "A human was here." A hand like yours. And then someone else comes along, presses their hand in the same place and adds to it, and then someone else. And the mark accumulates meaning through repetition. That is literally how internet memes work. A format gets established, others copy it with variations, the repetition is the point, the familiarity is the point. Now consider this. Some of those cave paintings were added to over thousands of years. Multiple generations of humans returning to the same site, adding to the same images, participating in a visual tradition they did not invent and would not live to see completed. A meme with a lifespan measured not in days but in millennia. The Lascaux caves in France contain images painted across a period of roughly 2,000 years. Generations of humans contributing to the same ongoing visual conversation, each one copying the style of the last, each one adding something new but keeping the core recognizable. Sound familiar? What changed when the internet arrived was not the behavior, it was the speed. A meme that might have taken a generation to spread across a continent can now circle the globe in 4 hours. But the mechanism underneath is identical. Something resonates, someone copies it, the copy gets copied, the idea propagates. Your brain was not upgraded for the internet. Your brain was already running this software. The internet just gave it a faster network. And here's the part that should make you pause. The reason memes work, the reason that shared image or reaction GIF lands instantly with no explanation needed, is because your brain is constantly scanning for patterns it already knows. When it finds one, it does not have to think. It just recognizes. And recognition feels good. It feels like belonging, like being part of something larger than yourself. That feeling is very old. It is the same feeling your ancestor felt when they pressed their hand against a cave wall and saw the hands of everyone who came before them. The same feeling of, I am not alone. We share this. We are the same kind of thing. The internet did not create that need. It just found a new way to feed it. So the next time you send a meme, the next time you share some small image that perfectly captures a feeling without needing a single word of explanation, notice what you are actually doing. You are doing what humans have always done. You are pressing your hand against the wall.